Hey, y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Pharaoh the God, always on the job. I got five. Let's talk, and it's always real talk. Today we're gonna continue the conversation, the outlook of the war in Ukraine, um, Putin the bully, and why America and Europe is gonna allow Ukraine to fall into the hands of the Russians. But before we do that, for all of y'all that you know what I'm saying, first time on the page, first time looking at the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Smash a like, share the content, man. And take time out your day to fuck with your boy, man. I'm only dropping real content, real news. I'm not with all you know, the BS. I'm trying to give y'all news to keep y'all hip and abreast to what's going on in the world. And at this time, with this type of war, you should stay abreast to what's going on. You should, know what's being done in the world right now. Um, One of my posts I post that America and Europe will allow Ukraine to fall into the hands of the Russians. And I know people was like, man, Pharaoh, why you saying some shit like that, man? You know what I'm saying? Russia's supposed to be the enemy, and Russia this, and and you said this about the Russians voting and hacking and all that. Yeah, but I did that to give you a roundabout outlook of what's really going on. But now today, after I gave y'all the game about, the hacking, the Russian spies, I didn't, you feel me? Didn't even talk about the Russian televisions. What was that one show called? The Russians, when they was infiltrating, then the movies, when they was infiltrating the president, you feel me? We not going to talk about all that, though. It's a reason why all that was just coming about, but y'all slow to learn on it. Y'all slow to see it. Now, they made all these movies about Russia, about Putin, about all these people, right? Let me get a glass of water. They made all these, all these shows, right? They made all these shows, all these TV shows, all these movies dictating how Russia is the bad guy. Communism is bad, socialism is bad. Putin did this, Putin did that. But what they not gonna tell you is that America calculates for in between 5 and 12 cent. I mean, in between 5 and 12% of Russian oil. I bet you they ain't gonna tell you that. They barely just gonna tell niggas that. So they accumulate about 650,000 barrels of oil from Russia every day. Every day. So if they accumulate almost 1 million barrels of oil every single day from Russia, how much of an enemy are they? How much of a bully, how much of a evil person is Putin to America when America is buying almost 1 million barrels of oil every day from him? Every day. They just kicked all these people out of the country because they say, oh, they were Russian spies, this, and that. But you letting the same thing happen, letting these Russian spies up out of the country. The same thing that y'all did when y'all let Osama bin Laden family out the country. Huh? Y'all let Osama bin Laden family out the country. So now y'all allowing these Russian oligarchs and these so-called Russian spies, y'all letting them out the country for what? If it was a real war and you really wanted to help the people of Ukraine, you wouldn't send fighter jets. You wouldn't send RAMs, rocket to air missiles. You wouldn't send tanks. You would also send troops. You would send first aid. You would send food. But all you doing, America and Europe, is sending artillery. But what good is the artillery going to do when they don't have nobody to use the artillery, to function the artillery? These people are getting slaughtered every day. And on top of them being slaughtered, they overtly becoming racist. They stopping the black people from getting on buses, killing black people, shooting them. They have a priority. Um, they have a priority where all everything white is able to go through. And I said this before on my last one. You will Ukraine. You will keep getting treated like this until you start treating your own constituents right, even those that's there just for schooling. So that just goes to show if you coming for school to become something better yourself in that country, they don't give a fuck. When it comes down to it, they don't care. And this is what I'm trying to get y'all to see and understand. Not only do the vast majority of people don't give a fuck about black people, but the vast majority of other continents and other world powers don't give a fuck about Ukraine. Ask yourself this. It's three of y'all, right? Y'all kick it all the time. Something happened to where all three of y'all get into it, right? But this one person out of the three did some real fucked up shit to where the other two, like, man, we really don't fuck with you, right? But you get on TV and you say all these bad things. Y'all two get on TV and y'all say all these bad things about this one person, right? So people tend to start, how can I say, having an adverse action towards that person. I don't fuck with him. That's he this, he that. You know what I'm saying? But on the low low, you buying shit from them. On the low low, you the reason why they still stable. On the low low, you the reason why they like that. They done, and after you done told so many people that Russia is your enemy, and then when they find out that you doing business with them, you buying shit from them, nigga, it's something funny. It's something funny. Is it the fact that what everybody says that Russia been pulling the wolves over the eyes of the Americans. They've been infiltrating the political scheme. They've been infiltrating everyday life of Americans. Could this be true? Could this be true? Or could it just be a fairy tale? I'm giving y'all the game. Y'all see how the Russians try to help Trump become president and stay president. Ain't that a part of the shit that they said they was going to do? They was going to have a president in America and they was going to try to take over. Now, just imagine if the January 6th riots at Capitol Hill really would have went down and they overtook the country and Trump was in power. And even though niggas got money off of Trump and Trump was fucking with Russia, how you gonna tell me if Trump would have took over as dictator, he wouldn't have been fucking with Russia? Just like any other war, it's some backdoor shit going on that a lot of people don't know about. But you gotta dig, you gotta do your research. You gotta look for it. You can't just sit up there and always let me tell you some shit or let somebody else tell you some shit. They just now telling y'all about, the black female from the WNBA that's locked up in Russia. Forget her name, man. Let me get her name. W WNBA star locked up in Russia. She a sinner. She's detained in Russia. Russian custom officials said that when she was going through the trying to leave Russia, they found some vape pens that contained cannabis in them. So they are hashish cartridges, and her name is Brittany Griner. Griner. Uh, I don't know really who she played for, but she was in Russia because America don't pay enough for female basketball players. Why is that? So she can't even live accustomed, or her lifestyle is just so much to where she had to go play basketball in Russia. And now look at her. America can't even get her out of jail right now. She's in a Russian prison for trafficking marijuana substances or hashish. Now you remember what happened to the last American that was locked up abroad, and shit happened to him, and as soon as he came home, the nigga died. The nigga died. So, so America is not even going over there to get her. She black. Why would they go get her? Why would they go get her? If she was Caucasian, they'd be going to get her. I can guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. They'll be working out deals, all that shit. Now, if this girl get found guilty, she's able to do 10 years hard labor. Hard labor. I'm talking about hard labor, man. But back to the Russians of the war. Everybody's saying they sending they special elites, and we sending this and we sending that. We putting troops on the ground, but nothing is changing. Russia has continuously advanced throughout Ukraine. Continuously advanced throughout Ukraine. Despite what they've been telling y'all on the news, oh, the convoy slowed, it's not going according to Russia's plan. But then when you wake up in the morning, nigga, the Ukrainians is on there asking for help. We being bombarded. They killing us. They killing innocent civilians. And America is still running the same story. Come on, man. Russia is finna take over that land. I guarantee you. Once, once the Russians overtake the capital. Now, sometimes that's like motherfucker take over Washington, D.C. America too big. Nigga could change you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker could change the capital from Washington, South Carolina, Los Angeles, Ohio, Arizona. America's real big. Motherfuckers could, you know, Ukraine is small, man. And I told y'all, Europe and America is going to allow Ukraine to fall into the hands of the Russians, man. Not even just because that Ukrainians, built the dam. Oh, no, but y'all forget Ukraine is a part of Russia. America made them independent. Really? That was really a part of Russia. When the USSR fell, America told them, y'all got to break this country up. It's too damn big. Who are you to tell me I got to break my country up? Oh, because you were the winner of the war? Okay, cool. Now, Russia's going to be the winner of the war. And now they're going to tell America, suck my dick. You see how fucked up the angles are? You come into another man's house and tell him he got to take his bathroom out and make it a closet? Like, I have nowhere to use the bathroom. I don't have, like, you feel me? And then people will be like, oh, well, that's kind of not the same thing, wooty woo woo. America is not finna allow Mexico to come back and take over Texas, or Mexico and take it. If Mexico was to go to war with America right now behind Texas and California, they not finna go for it, man. And we all know that California and Texas belongs to Mexico. Texas, they never paid for nothing. They just took it, threw them some little bullshit and got on. So if Mexico wanted to take over California and Texas, America gonna tell them no, this is our land. So why Russia can't tell America and the rest of the world the same shit? I don't agree with how they going about it. They bombing apartment buildings, schools, churches, mosques. They just bombing anything. It's guerrilla warfare at its finest, but reversed. If I bomb everything, if I scare all the people out, I don't have to make that much bloodshed. If I bombard the city with bombs and cluster bombs and air bombs, hydrogen bombs that take all the air out, and you know, I don't crumble the institutions, but I burn them down. I make people flee, and once the people flee the city, who's there to defend it? Who's there to defend the city? So now that they doing this, they gonna get them all into one sector in Kyiv, into the main capital. That you gotta understand. Russia's behind them, and they coming at Ukraine from all three sides: the north, the west, and the south, or the east. They coming at them from all three sides. They already behind them, so all they gonna do is push them all into the capital, and then what they gonna do? Bomb the fuck out that motherfucker, blow that motherfucker to pieces, blow it up, tear it down. If America and Europe is not going to help defend the cities and the states around Ukraine, the countryside of Ukraine, on all fronts, then it ain't no need to send no artillery over there. Ain't no need to send no boats and ships and shit like that over there, because you don't have nobody on the ground to help defeat the other motherfuckers that's on the ground. You got these motherfuckers going against motherfuckers that's fighting with sticks. If I was the nigga in the tank and a motherfucker stood in front of my tank telling me I couldn't take over their country, I'm gonna run his ass over. I'm gonna run his ass over, bro. Like, let's be honest, bro. We asking a lot from civilians. And then you wonder why people hate America and Europe. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, was formed to help other little countries so people wouldn't get bullied. Now you have the president of Ukraine on TV begging for help. It went from him signing, everybody thinking, oh, he finna get into NATO too. I told y'all. I told y'all that America is finna allow them people to fall, man. And it's a shame because we watching it, but yet we still don't understand the value of what's going on here. We don't see what America is doing. We don't see what Europe is doing. We think they doing everything, but what they actually doing is nothing. Why would I sit up here and accept some water from you if I don't have a cup and you're not gonna pour it in my mouth? I can't. You tell me I can't hold your jug of water. You're not gonna pour it in my mouth. You're not gonna give me a cup, but I can have some of your water. That's what America is doing to Ukraine. Y'all can have some of our boats and our ships and all that, but we just gonna stand right here in Poland and everywhere else and in Germany to make sure they don't come across here. That's what that's about. That's what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Open your eyes, man. See, America and Europe is allowing Russia to be the bully that it is today. because we all know what America can and can't do. We all know what Europe can and can't do. And hey, I mean, shit, they took out fucking Muammar Gaddafi. They took out the Iraqi nigga. Why they can't take out Putin? Man, drop a comment, man. Don't think a nigga bullshit, man. But y'all gotta open your eyes, man, and see what's going on, man. Before you really fall head first into feeling sorry for the Ukrainians, still feel sorry for the black people that's still in them cities and states getting bombed. Drop a comment though, man. You know what I'm saying? If I hurt your feelings, man, that wasn't my intention. I'm just trying to get the news out there in a way that people understand. But if you don't like it, oh well, it's the facts. Fuck you. Watch again.